everybody, Tori here today with a really fun video for you. Today I wanted to use some more of the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection, which I got from Memory Lane Scrapbook, and really awesome Etsy shop where you can find some of the newest collections and really fun scrapbooking and creative items. So what I thought would be really fun is to use the supplies I have left to make some mixed media tags. Now, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love making mixed media tags. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I could just make them all day long. And the only reason I don't is because I don't always know what to do with them. I'll end up with hundreds of them and have no plan for them. But I thought today I could make some tags using the supplies here and also some supplies for my stash. So, one of the things that I've done in the past on my channel, and I had a lot of fun doing, was the Journaling by Fives mixed media challenge thingamabobber. It was designed by Shannon Green, and basically there's 5 different steps, and you do it on 20 pages, or like how I like to do it, 20 tags. And for each step you have 15 minutes. So you do step 1 for 15 minutes on all 20 tags, and then you do step 2, and you have to move kind of quickly because you have 20 pieces of paper, 20 tags, but only 15 minutes to do that step. So that is the plan. I'll leave a link below to Shannon Green, and I'll also leave a link to where you can find this collection, and also my first video where I did this Journaling by Fives technique. So I thought I would just start by telling you what the 5 steps are. Step 1 is paint and ink. Step 2 is collage and recycle. Step 3 is stamps and stencils. Step 4 is words and images, and then step 5 is pens and pencils. So for paint and ink, I have some supplies for that. For collage and recycle, I thought I would use up some of the scraps I have left over from a previous mini album that I made, and also some of the ephemera, and maybe some of these sticky notepad stickers. I think they would be good for collage and recycle. Then I'll do stamps and stencils, so I have some supplies for that. And then for words and images, there's tons of really cute words and images on this sticker sheet, or this puffy letter sticker sheet. And this sticker sheet has some really fun images that I think would be perfect for mixed media tags. And then there's also these stickers. So there's these word ones, and these, oh, somehow it's stuck together. There's also these stickers too that I got from Memory Lane, and they're all from the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection, and I thought I could make up some super sweet, really adorable tags. And I don't have a purpose for these tags other than I kind of just love making them, and I was thinking if I made them super girly, maybe somebody would want them for a little girl's birthday party or something. I don't know. The collection screams little girl and adorable awesomeness. So I'm gonna get started, and I thought I would bring you along for the ride. And for the first step, I'm gonna do paint and ink. So I have my tags, and then I also grabbed out some paint and ink that I thought would coordinate really well with that collection. So you guys know me, you know how much I love my Distress inks. So I pulled out some Distress Oxide inks. I'm just gonna bring this here for a second. And I basically picked the colors for the Distress inks by looking at the Carousel collection that I got from Memory Lane and deciding which colors I thought would work really well. So instead of using all the colors, I'm just going to use the ones that I think will coordinate well. So I've grabbed Broken China, Cracked Pistachio, Worn Lipstick, Fossilized Amber, Peacock Feathers, and picked raspberry. So I'm hoping those pinks will pick up on some of the pinks that are in the collection, that this mint color will pick up on this mint that's all throughout. Then I grabbed some blues because there's definitely blue in the collection, and I finished it off with that yellow, which pops into the collection too. There is gold in the collection too, so in order to kind of like pull and tie in the gold, for paint and ink, I did grab out my Color Shine, Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine, what do you call this? Spray mist. And I also grabbed out some Heidi Swap Metallic Texture Paste. So I figured by adding these two gold elements to the Distress Oxide inks, I could really grab the colors from this gorgeous collection so that these tags like coordinate super well. One of the things I did the last time I did the Journaling by Fives challenge, or whatever you want to call it, I kind of just grabbed out all of my mixed media supplies and just went with every single color under the moon. And I remember feeling like I wish I had kind of condensed it and gone with a color scheme, or picked out a couple colors that would work together well. So that's kind of what I'm going to do this time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put aside some of those elements because I don't need them just yet. Instead, I just need my tags, and I need my paint and my ink, and I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes. I have a little timer here. I'm gonna set the timer for 15 minutes, and I'm gonna just use paint and ink only for 15 minutes on all 20 tags. So I thought it would be really fun to bring you along for this journey, so don't worry, you're gonna be here for the whole thing, and you'll get to see it, which is kind of exciting for you, I hope. And then the other thing I just wanted to mention while I'm getting ready here is that if you have joined me in the past and made mixed media tags, and you kind of did the backgrounds but weren't really sure how to decorate your tags or what to do with them after that, this is going to be a great video for you, because I'm going to make the backgrounds, but then I'm going to show you how I embellish them and kind of take them to the next level. So I just wanted to grab out the little foam brushy pieces because I think that'll make this easier, this process easier if they're ready to go. And I also have some water in a spray bottle over here for this stage too. Okay, so I think I have everything I need to get started. And I'm not going to be talking while I do it. Instead, I'm going to stick you guys on fast forward, just because it can be kind of intense to try to do 20 tags and to focus on what you're doing, plus focus on the time. And I just want to kind of create without having to worry about the talking at the same time. So I'm gonna stick you guys on fast forward and add some music for you. Hopefully that's okay. And then when I'm done this stage, I'll come back and talk to you about what I did and tell you my thoughts on what I've created so far. So let's get started. Okay, so that was 15 minutes, 20 tags, paint and ink. As you can tell, I didn't really get to the paint or spray mist stage. I really wanted to make the backgrounds really colorful. And I actually thought maybe I would save those two for the stencils stage. But right now I'm loving the color combination. And I actually think they're going to look so good with the Carousel collection. Like, just look at how that just coordinates so well. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. So that is paint and ink. I'm going to dry these and then I'll tell you what the next stage is. Okay, so I'm ready for stage 2 in Journaling by Fives. And stage 2 is Collage and Recycle. So for Collage and Recycle, I wanted to use up some of my scrap pieces of paper from the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection that I got from Memory Lane Scrapbooking. I also wanted to try to use some of these sticky note pads. I think that they would be really cute. And then for the collage part, I thought I could use some of these die cut ephemera pieces from the collection too. I'm gonna avoid using any of the words or images just because that's another stage. So anything like that I'm gonna save, but pieces like this, these frames, those kind of things I think will be really perfect for the collage and recycle part. And yeah, so I'm going to use the papers and the ephemera and these sticky note pads. 15 minutes, 20 tags. I'm going to use my hot glue gun for this stage 2 and kind of try to collage lots of lovely goodies all over these tags. And I'm so excited because I know that it's going to coordinate because I picked those colors to match this collection. So I think it's going to go really, really well all together. I'm trying to talk because I want to get to 6:05 and then I will start. So again, I'm going to stick you guys on fast forward for this stage because that's the best. And I'm actually really excited about this stage too because I have lots of scraps and I have lots of these branding strips that come off of the 6x8 paper pad, and my challenge for myself is to try to use these branding strips too. Okay, 15 minutes. See you on the flip side. Okay, so time is up, and I managed to use lots of scraps and lots of ephemera. I used a lot of it, and I did use some of those, where did they go? Post-it note pieces too, which was kind of fun way to use post-it notes in a different way. And they are just so adorable that they were kind of fun to play with, especially these like scallopy pieces. So what I'm gonna do is, when I was gluing them down, I wasn't really careful how I was gluing them down. I do have a lot of stuff that are hanging over. So I am gonna trim these all up, cut off the excess that is hanging over, and then I'll show you what they look like before we move on to stage 3. Okay, so I've trimmed off all the excess, so I just wanna show you what they look like now. They're coming together. Honestly, I feel like when you're doing mixed media tags, one of the most important things for you to remember is that layers are king. So when you add more and more layers, that's when you're really gonna get a really fun background, a really fun mixed media tag. And the papers coordinate so well with those Distress Oxide inks that I use. I just love them. And this collection is just adorable. So I'm excited. So the next stage is gonna be stamps and stencils. Now I didn't end up using that texture paste or that gold Heidi Swap Color Shine in stage 1 for paint and ink. So instead I'm gonna use these two with my stencils. That way I'm still getting that gold, and I'm gonna maybe use some of my Distress inks. I'm not really sure. I think I'm just gonna use these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw this stuff over here just to the side. That way if I want to use it, it's here, but I also know that it's not gonna be in the way of this stage of the process. And I grabbed out a ton of my stencils. Just have a bunch of different ones here. This isn't all of them, I don't think, but just some of my bigger ones. And I'm gonna grab out a box to do this in because it's kind of messy and I don't want to get ink all over the back of my desk or on my desk. If I was just using the texture base, I would probably just do it on this craft mat. But because I'm also planning on using the spray mist and it kind of goes everywhere, I'm gonna use a box. I just have an old Project Life box that I like to use when I'm doing mixed media, and it's the perfect size for my desk. So what I'll do is I'll just stick that down on my desk, and then I can use the paint and the ink inside of here so that it doesn't go everywhere. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna clean the stencils at the end, like after I've done them all. But just so you know, I am cleaning them. I'm just going to do it at the end. I'm just going to put them to the side, and then once I'm done the 15 minutes and the 20 tags, then I will clean all the stencils, because it can be kind of crazy to clean stencils while you only have a limited amount of time to do this, and I don't want to run out of time. So again, this is stage 3, and I have 15 minutes, 20 tags, a ton of just random different stencils from my stash, Heidi Swap Metallic Texture Paste, and Heidi Swap Color Shine. So I had lots of time for that one. I probably could have done a little bit more, but I didn't really feel like it. So it's kind of moving really slowly at the end. But I added that gold Heidi Swap color shine to everything. And then I also added some metallic texture paste. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat set all of these because it needs to be dry for me to move on to the next stage. And I'm also going to go clean my stencils. When that's all done, I'll come back and show you guys what they look like all dry and ready to go for the next stage, which is words and images. Okay, so the tags are dry. I was a little impatient, so I just used my heat gun, but if you have more patience than I do, you could just leave them out overnight and that would be probably the best result. But I really love how this background has worked out on these tags. They look so gorgeous, especially with the gold. Like, I just feel like the gold takes them up another notch. I just love them. So I just want to give you a quick show of what they look like. You'll get to see them better at the end, but this just kind of gives you an idea of what the paint and ink, collage and recycle, and stamps and stencils look like. And for stage 4, which is the stage I'm on now, I'm going to do words and images. And for my words and images, I am going to use those Memory Lane items. So I'm going to use this Maggie Holmes Crepe Paper Carousel Collection sticker sheet. I'm going to use these thicker stickers. So there's lots of words and images there. And then I'm going to use these sticker sheets. So I have, these are also, all of these come from the Maggie Holmes Carousel collection. So there's these words. And then there's these stickers. So there's these letter sticker ones, and then these hearts and stars, and they have some gold foiling on them, which is delightful and adorable. So I'll use those. And then there's also some words and images in the ephemera pack. So I'm going to just pull those out, and I might use some of those too. I kind of like to use the ephemera because it's nice and flat. And I tend to forget about ephemera if I don't use it right away. So some of these like images and things are just super cute. So I'm going to stick those to the side and work on this layer of the tags. So just a reminder, I've got 20 tags. I have 15 minutes from now to put words and images only on the tags. Ready, set, go. Okay, there you have it. So I've added all of my words and images using the items that I got from Memory Lane, and I love these tags. They're so like whimsical and delightful. They're just super cute. So what I need to do is, some of them aren't sticking down super great just because of all the texture on the background. So I'm just gonna grab my hot glue gun and maybe my tiny attacher and just make sure everything is adhered really well, and then I'll move on to stage 5. So I'll show you what they look like once I've done that. Okay everybody, so I've adhered all of those down and they look so cute. Oh, I'm so excited. I love how cute and like whimsical and precious they look. I just love the look of them. I'm excited, so excited. So I'll just show you a couple more here. Dum dum dum. Super cute. And now I have one more stage to go. So the 5th stage is pens and pencils. To be honest, I kind of hate this stage because I don't really like using pens and pencils, but I'm going to go for it. So let's see, I think I should use a gold pen, a Wink of Stella pen, a white pen, a pen, and maybe a black one. And I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna give myself 15 minutes for these 20 tags, and I'll show you what they look like when I am done with pens and pencils and my 5th stage of the journaling by 5s. So here we go. Okay, there you have it. Stage 5 is done. The tags are finished, and I am so in love with the way that they look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you each tag individually. They're super cute. If you want to see close-up photos of them, I'm going to post them over on my Instagram. So you can head on over there to check that out. And while I'm just showing these to you, I just wanted to mention a couple of things. You should definitely go check out Memory Lane Scrapbooks on Etsy. I'll leave a link to the shop below. And I believe if you use the coupon code Tori10, you can get a 10% discount on your order. So you should definitely go check it out because she's got some really cute collections over there. And the shipping is really good price. She does ship to Canada and international. But you just need to message her to ask her what the shipping rate will be for you, because it's usually cheaper if you ask her what the shipping rate is versus having Etsy calculate it. So I would just double check with Josemary over there. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me today for this mixed media extravaganza using the incredible Carousel collection by Maggie Holmes and crepe paper. And definitely head on over to Memory Lane Scrapbook on Etsy to see how you can get these awesome products. And thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that maybe you have been inspired to maybe try the journaling by 5 technique with your Memory Lane or other products, just because they're adorable. So I hope you have a lovely day. Check back next week for more videos by Tori. And just so you know, I have videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Every day with a T should have a little Tori. So I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!